Before Google, before the internet, before even books, as we know them, one king tried to collect every story, every spell, and every piece of knowledge in the world. Imagine a library holding the sum of human wisdom, not on paper or hard drives, but etched into clay. This wasn't just a dream, it was a reality. Welcome to InfoByte Hub. Today we journey back to 700 years to the ancient city of Nineveh to uncover the Royal Library of Ashurbanipal, humanity's first great library and a treasure trove of history that fundamentally shaped our understanding of the ancient world. Let's meet the man behind this monumental project, Ashurbanipal. When you think of an Assyrian king, you probably picture a ruthless warrior, and you wouldn't be entirely wrong. He was a conqueror who expanded one of the largest empires of the time. But Ashurbanipal was different. He was a scholar king, one of the very few rulers of his era who could not only read but also write multiple languages. His real passion wasn't just conquering lands, but conquering ignorance. He saw knowledge as the ultimate power. Fueled by this passion, Ashurbanipal launched an unprecedented mission to collect everything. He dispatched scribes to every corner of his vast empire and beyond, from Babylonia to Egypt. Their orders were to copy, or, if necessary, seize any text they could find. They gathered works on medicine, detailing diagnoses and remedies. They collected magical incantations and omen texts that priests used to predict the future. They brought back astronomical observations that tracked the stars, legal codes that governed society, and epic poems that told the stories of gods and heroes. No subject was too small or too strange for the king's collection. So, what did these ancient books look like? Forget paper and ink. The knowledge of Mesopotamia was preserved on clay tablets. Scribes would take wet clay, form it into a tablet, and use a stylus to press wedge-shaped marks into it. This script is known as cuneiform, one of the earliest systems of writing. Once inscribed, the tablets were left to dry in the sun or baked in a kiln. The Royal Library housed over 30,000 of these tablets and fragments, meticulously organized by subject, like a modern library. There were catalogs listing the titles, their opening lines, and even their locations within the palace. Among these thousands of tablets, one stands out as the library's crown jewel, the Epic of Gilgamesh. This is where the world's first great work of literature was found, preserved for millennia. It tells the story of a legendary king's quest for immortality, grappling with timeless themes of friendship, loss, and the meaning of life. Buried within the epic is a stunning discovery, a story of a great flood sent by the gods to wipe out humanity, with one man chosen to build a giant boat to save his family and animals. Sound familiar? Finding this story, which predates the biblical account of Noah's Ark by centuries, sent shockwaves through the scholarly world and changed our understanding of ancient narratives. Here's the most incredible part of this story: the library's survival is owed to its own destruction. In 612 BC, a coalition of enemies sacked the city of Nineveh. They burned the magnificent palace to the ground. But what should have been the end for the library was actually its salvation. The intense heat of the fires that consumed the palace baked the clay tablets, hardening them like pottery. The inferno that destroyed an empire accidentally preserved its mind. For over 2,000 years, these fire-hardened tablets lay buried beneath the ruins, waiting to be rediscovered by archaeologists in the 19th century. So why is this ancient library so important today? It's not just a dusty collection of artifacts. The tablets of Ashurbanipal provide almost everything we know about the sophisticated cultures of Mesopotamia. They are our primary source for understanding their science, their beliefs, their laws, and their daily lives. From medical texts that show early forms of diagnosis to astronomical diaries that laid the groundwork for modern science. This library forms the very foundation of Middle Eastern history and, in many ways, of Western civilization itself. Ashurbanipal's library wasn't just a collection of clay. It was humanity's first systematic attempt to build an external brain, to ensure that knowledge would outlive empires. It was a declaration that our stories, our discoveries, and our ideas are worth preserving. It's a mission that continues today, with every book we read, every search we conduct, and every click we make. Thanks for watching. IBH fam, what ancient mystery should we explore next? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the past every Wednesday and Sunday. See you next time.